Hey, my name is Ayman. In this video, I'm going to be talking to you about ad extensions or ad assets in Google Ads and why you should be using them. First, I'm going to tell you what they are, and like I said, why you should be using them. I'm going to show you how to use them inside the Google Ads account. Then I'm going to talk about the different types and which ones you should use if you're running a painting business, because not all of them are applicable. So ad assets are basically these extra pieces of text that you can add to your ad. So they're literally just extensions of your ad, even though now they're being called assets. And the purpose of them is to make your ads bigger. Because if you make your ads bigger on the page, basically you take up more real estate. And the bigger your ad, the more likely it is to get clicked. Okay, so for example, look here in this picture. Now this top ad is going to have a much higher click-through rate than the ones below it. Click-through rate basically means how many people out of 100 click your ad. So click-through rate of 5% means 5 out of every 100 people click the ad. So the bigger the ad, the more people click on it. And the more people click on the ad, that basically indirectly leads to a higher, directly leads to a higher quality score, which will lead to a lower cost per click. And if you're paying lower per click, it obviously means you're paying lower per lead, okay? So that's why we want to do this in the first place. That's why this is important. The thing to remember though is that these ad assets, they don't always show. They only show the higher up the page your ad is. So for example, again in this image, only the first ad has ad extensions that you can see. So you've got the headline, which is here in green. Then underneath it, you've got the descriptions. And then you've got the ad assets. Like this is a structured snippet. These blue ones are site links. I'm going to go over all this in a minute, but you can see that the ones below it, they don't really have as many assets. This one does have site links, but generally it's this a top one or top two that are going to have it. Now let me show you what this looks like inside the Google Ads account. All right, so now I'm inside the Google Ads account. All right, just enter your account and then go to Ads and Assets, Assets. And the thing with these assets is that you can set them either at the account level or the campaign level, and even at the ad group level. I recommend that you do most of them at the campaign level. There are some, like for example, the call extension, because it's the same phone number. You can set it at the account level, unless there's a specific reason not to. Okay, so maybe you've got like different branches, different offices in different locations, and different campaigns, and there's a different number for each location. But unless it's something like that, then it's just best to have everything at the account level and just the call extension at the account level. Everything else, campaign level. So these are the different types of extensions. I'm going to go back to the document and talk to you about them. All right, so first of all, we have site link extensions. Now these are other links, they're site links that are separate from the main landing page. So when the person clicks on them, it takes them to a page different than the main website or the landing page that you're sending traffic to. And Google actually has rules about about how it has to be a different page. You can't send it to like different segments of the same page. I don't know how strongly they enforce that, but still, it's something to keep in mind. And what you want to do with these site links is you want to highlight other aspects of your business or your offering. For example, gallery, warranty, testimonials, contact us. Now, this is if you're a contractor or just in general any sort of service business. I don't recommend that you use this to highlight your services, like having one link for interior, one for exterior. It's best to highlight things like this, your gallery, your warranty, reviews, testimonials, things like that, and contact us to take them straight to the form. And this is what they look like. You can see how much bigger it makes the ad. Look, you see this? And you can write a little bit under each site link if you get the space. Like I said, it's all about how highly your ad ranks. So that's site links, and they've been around forever. The next is callout extensions. The callout extensions are text that appears after the descriptions, and you can use this to highlight your unique selling points. For example, you can see here they've got free delivery, 24/7 customer service, price matching. You can do the same with your painting company. So same week estimates, if you have the availability, of course, honest pricing, fast response, things like that. So that's callout extensions. Now, structured snippets, you want to use these to list specific aspects of your services, and you want to use service catalog and list your services. I'm going to go inside the account and show you what this looks like because it's better understood over there. All right, so you just go into your account and then press assets like I showed you before, and then go to structured snippet. And I already have these made, so I'm just going to click edit. All right, and this is the options that you get to choose from. So it's things like these amenities, brands, courses. Now, the only one that really is relevant for a painting company would be service catalog. So you can just put in interior, exterior cabinets, commercial, or any other service that you offer. And this is what it'll look like. After the headlines and the descriptions, then will be the structured snippets. Or maybe the callouts will be before it. But the point is, it's just going to make your ad bigger, okay? So just use this to list your services. All right, next is the call extension. It's pretty obvious what this does. It shows on the ad, and without viewing your landing page or your website, people can click on it, and they'll be able to call you right away. I recommend that you use a tracking number for this. I showed you how to do this in my conversion tracking video. But yeah, because you want to know the source of all this stuff. You want to know how well it's performing, okay? And you want to be able to monitor the lead quality as well. That's something to keep in mind. Next is the lead form. Now, it's the same as the call extension in that it shows on the ad, and without viewing your landing page, people can click on it. I've never actually used this one. I've heard mixed things about it, but you should try it. Give it a try, see what kind of results you get from it. I just think that when it comes to painting services, people want to click on the website or the landing page, have a look at the gallery and the portfolio and maybe any guarantees or anything like that. So they'll want more information, They won't just want to click on the lead form and submit their information, from the outside of the ad. But this is what it would look like. They just click here, input their information, and it gets sent to you right away, just like any regular form. And the next one, again, very obvious what this does, location extension. I don't actually recommend that you use this if you're a painting contractor or if you do any kind of service. I think you should only use this if you have a physical location for customers to go to, like a storefront or something, because you're going to be charged per click on this. So when somebody clicks on this, you can see it's clearly a link. So you click on it and it opens up in Google Maps. If you don't actually want people, if you don't actually have a place for people to come to you, then you just paid for that click and they're not actually going to become a lead or anything. So like I said, unless you have a place people can go to, there's no need for the location extension. All right, next is the price extension. Again, very obvious. This is what it looks like from the outside of the ad. And this can be up to your individual preference. If you want to show your prices on the outside, obviously some people prefer not to. They prefer to go through the sales process, have the lead contact them, run through the estimate, and then give them the price. Yeah, it's a personal preference. Next is, this is the last one, is the promotion extension. Now, I do recommend that you use this. A lot of people prefer not to run discounts and things like that, but I don't think there's any problem with it, running it in holiday times, and it just makes your ad stand out. So you can use it when you're running special offers around the holidays, and like I said, discounts or anything like that. And yeah, you can see that it just makes the ad stand out. You can see they've got the little tag image. It just makes the ad stand out on the page. And again, the whole function of all of these, the reason you want to, go through all the trouble of filling all these extensions in and actually writing all this stuff is because you want to make your ads bigger and get more clicks than your competitors. Because the more clicks you get, the lower your cost per click is going to get. And the more Google will rank you up higher. And that way you get a lower cost per lead. That's why you want to do this. Now, there's other things that can lower your cost per click. And I talk about this more in my ad copy videos. So what the ad actually says. If you want to watch that next, you can go ahead. I'll leave it in the description below. It's going to be in a playlist. And I highly recommend that you take the time to do all this stuff because most people don't, okay? This makes you stand out from your competition. Most people just write, generic ads, not giving people any reason to click, even with the things that they write, They just run these, we exist ads, not giving any reason to go with them than the competitor. So if you do this, it's going to make a huge difference. Just take the time to do it. And honestly, it's just something that you have to do. You don't even have to check on it that much. If you just go through the trouble of doing this once, you can check in on it every month, every 3 months. This is specifically about the ad extensions, about checking their performance, because you can see the metrics for this as well. You can see the clicks they get, the click-through rates, things like that, and take out anything that's wasting money and maybe swap it. So yeah, like I said, really take the time to do this stuff. But if you don't want to take the time to do this stuff, you can get in touch with me on my website. I can manage your entire Google Ads for you. And, from start to finish, all you do is just pick up the phone and book the estimate and book the job. So I'll leave my website in the pinned comment below. You can click on it. Just have a read through. And if you think you'd be a good fit, then book a time on my calendar. That's everything I've got in this video. Hope you found it useful, and I'll see you in the next one.